right, y'all. Today, welcome. We have a special guest joining us, an author who has turned her imagination into something real, and that is her debut novel, All Bark, No Bite. Now, writing a book is already hard, okay? And these finished pages are here, and they deserve their flowers. So we are going to welcome the creator of All Bark, No Bite, Miss Michelle Nicole. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Well, first off, how are you? How is everything going?
Y'all are blowing my mind. I am sold out ×2. So all the inventory that's coming to the house is all sold out. Matter of fact, before we got on, UPS rang my doorbell to bring more books, but they're already gone, already promised to somebody. So I just never thought month 2 I would be sold out like this. It's overwhelming, shall I say.
That's great. We love to hear that. Okay.
Yes.
So for those who haven't already read this book, All Bark, No Bite, can you kind of give us like a brief synopsis of what the book is about?
Bullshit. Drama. It is not a slow burn. We get straight to foolishness in chapter 1. But honestly, it's about 4 women who are trying to navigate their lives and their teens, trying to pull each other up from their bootstraps. But what holds true to all of it is their friendship. They hold each other accountable. They make sure that they get through all of the situations that's thrown at them.
And I think you did that, like you said, from the first page, we already is into a situation. Now we're trying to figure out what the situation is, what's going on, who getting this and what's going on. So we're trying to figure it out. But like I said, we already into some drama from page 1. Now, do you consider yourself almost like a all bark, no bite, or are you kind of a little bit of both?
You know what? I will say I was all bite until my children were born. I can't wear orange anymore. I can't wear orange. I can't go to jail. Can't be on probation. You know what I mean? So I had to calm down. So I have a nasty mouth. Like, I'm going to still cut you with my mouth, just not with a knife. You know what I mean? But the calm me down a lot.
And I really think that you are showing that through your pages. You're definitely showing it through your pages.
Yeah, it was a true event.
Now, did you ever have to step away from your writing and be like, we need to pray for these folks real quick?
And I love Jesus. I pray every night, read my Bible every night. But them girls had to go through it. They got to go through it. You know what I mean? I hate it for Regina. I hated it for Bianca. I hated it for all of them. Katrina deserved it. But they had to go through it to make them grow up and become better.
Now, some of them still needed to grow up. They still needed some work to do. God ain't finished with them yet. But they did the best they could for there
was in some horrible situations. But
yes. Agreed. Now, I did a little research on about the author and everything like that. So I know that you started writing in 2011, right?
Yes.
So what was like one of the moments like you finally said, like, this is time for this story to be heard?
Honestly, I wrote 95% of this book in 2011, and then I put it down. And I could finish it. I couldn't figure out how to finish it. And then in 2024, when I got ready to move, I found the book again. And I was like, oh, I'm going to finish it. I'm finishing this. And I finished it in 2 days. And that's how it came about. But I've written 14 books. But I just was too nervous to put them out. First of all, back in 2011, there was no Amazon, KDP. There was none of that. You had to go through a publishing house, which they wanted to finish it and dumb it down and, gentrify it, shall I say. So I just waited around until Amazon KDP came about and I could finish my books.
Good. I like that. Now, that's a story that most people don't know. And I'm glad that you are able to share it with us. One thing about this book, for sure, like you said, it's full of bullshit. It is full of like a lot of shenanigans. It's full of like failed relationships. You got some of these secrets. You got some of the betrayal. But kind of like, even with the DUI, like FBI investigation that they had going on in there, how did you come up with all of this?
My imagination is crazy. Every time I think I done push the level, I see something on the news and then I go to sleep and my imagination like, let's explore that. Like, what? Like, and then I wake up and I write it down. It's just crazy. I just want to make people, there are so many real life situations that people don't know how to respond to. And I think everybody needs to, especially in the Black community, work through some of these issues the right way.
Before we get back into the show, let's take a brief moment to shout out today's sponsor, OCO Bay Publishing. Now, if you're a reader who wants more than the same recycled stories, this app is about to be your new best friend. Now, whether you're Team Android or you're Team Apple, OCO Bay is right there in your pocket, ready to keep you hooked. Now, you can listen to bold, new generational authors on the go, perfect for commutes, workouts, or just zoning out. With a simple click, you can take a character you love from ebook to bookstores, grabbing a physical copy without even missing a beat. And if you're looking for connection, OCO Bay opens up an online community of readers and writers from around the world, all sharing fresh, fearless stories that break out of the usual mode. Getting started cannot be easier. All you got to do is head over to the Google Play Store or to the Apple App Store, search OCO Bay Publishing, hit download, and dive right in. So if you're ready to make your next favorite read as easy to find as your next playlist, then check out OCO Bay Publishing today. And with that, let's get back into the show. What you mentioned in like your imagination, your dreams and all of this stuff, do you like have like a system, like kind of like a dream journal, or are you kind of like just letting your subconscious kind of like do all the heavy lifting?
Absolutely. I have a journal. I have 8 of them. I write them down, but if I don't feel compelled to finish it, I just leave it there. I it as a paragraph of how the dream went. Now, if I ever come back to it or have a dream related to, oh, that's another thing. My dreams continue themselves. The other night I had a dream about a book from 8 years ago, but it itself recently. So I picked that one back up. Like, okay, let me see where we can go with this. But my dreams are very they're consistent. They will continue themselves throughout time.
Like that, because I know for a fact you probably gonna have some more stuff for us later on. We'll talk about that later on. But I like that your mind constantly is going all the time. It's being very creative.
Very. I have to take melatonin to go to sleep because my mind will not stop working. So the only way I can is with the kids' melatonin.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. All right, so let's talk about this beautiful cover that you got. Out of all of these characters, which one of these women, and I hope you ain't gonna say one that I'm thinking of, but which one of these women is gonna be mostly like you when it comes to like getting into drama, or if you get into some mess or whatever? Which one of the characters do you think is more like you?
Bianca.
Okay. He was gonna say Regina. I was about to say something else.
Me and I'm Bianca. We are the same. Bianca's very loosely off my life. So Bianca is definitely me. Regina, I have a mixture of 2 friends and myself that created who Regina is.
Because if you would say Regina, I was gonna say something else.
No, probably, in jail if I was like Regina, beyond. Yeah.
Agreed.
Off the chart.
Mm-hmm.
She don't care about nothing.
Agreed.
No,
and we saw it. We definitely saw it with those pages when her certain situations she put herself in and the ones that she got in. So,
she
you
did
think so?
She did what everybody was thinking. That's all.
I don't know about busting in somebody's job. And
so you telling me you ain't never, ever, ever want to show up somebody's job and show out? Ever? Never?
Plead the fifth.
Okay. See?
I plead the fifth.
You want to mess with your money. Like,
that's true.
I'm not saying she's right. But sometimes you want to do that. And sometimes we can't. In this society, we can't.
Now, if you had to put this book with a warning label on it, because you didn't, but if you had to put one on here, what would this warning label say?
It's going to be a bumpy ride. Wear a helmet. Talk to your therapist. Trigger. Jump scares. If you're afraid anything, this may trigger your real life trauma. I apologize, but I've had so many people reach out to me talking about their real life trauma that I triggered. And I thought on the back when I said DV or betrayal or sick, I thought people would understand that is is going to trigger some of you. And then even down to the dates, one girl told me that's the day that her dad died. And I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. I wasn't trying to do that. But, you know.
But a lot of people don't read the backs of books now. I know I don't. Majority of the time, I'm just going straight in blind.
Why?
It's just a choice. See, me, I feel like a lot of people over disclose on the back of the book. So you already telling me too much and that I don't want to. I want to be surprised when I read what happened on the back inside of the book.
Somebody told me they read the last page of every book. I said, why? Why would you do that? You know that
ruined it.
You ruined it. But that's what they tell me. They read the last page. I was like, girl, it was like you defeating the purpose. Like you get into the like, let's start from the beginning. You would think, right?
People got a system. It's got some people in the system. And if y'all got some interesting systems, let me know in the comments what y'all got. Because I need to know it all. Now, if we was going to make this All Bark No Bite a movie, who is going to be playing Regina?
This is such a hard question because I don't think there's an actress alive that can play her. See, it would have to be a mixture. It would have to be the body of Tiana Taylor, the spitefulness of Taraji P. Henson, like,
good one. Very good one.
I don't know. Like, I've been looking at younger girls out there now, and I'm just like, because these are young girls in this book. I don't know a younger one that would play her. I thought about Chloe Bailey, maybe, but to me, I haven't seen her. It would have to be an interesting casting call. Like you would have to show me. You would literally have to jump on something to let me do this.
Because it kind of reminded me, back in the day with Waiting to Exhale, when we do the Angela Bassett, when she come out with the cigarette, and this is just how she's in the background. You just see the car just on fire.
Straight balls. But see, I'm thinking of older actresses. Like I said, like Taraji P. Henson. She would be too old for these characters, but I think she could pull it off. I really think she could pull it off. But I think she's too old for. But yeah, it's for real.
I mean, I hope it comes into a movie because it definitely has the plot twist for it. And we just hope that they pick or you collaborate real good and find the best Regina that you can find.
Oh, I know. Because I can see her, but I don't see an actress out there that's doing it right now.
Now, so what's next going on for you? You got any like upcoming books or projects that you kind of like want to share with us?
Of course, the sequel to this book is coming out, but y'all got to be patient. Y'all are in my DMs blowing me up in my Amazon reviews talking about where is book 2. Even my mama calls me and be like, are you writing? Like, girl, you too into this. You know what I mean? So that's book 2 will be out next year. And I'm working on a thriller, my first thriller. That'll be out next year as well. So those 2 books are both coming out in 2026.
I love that. We got the creative flow going and we got some more stuff coming. She bringing them dreams up out that book and bringing them to a page that we can read. Okay, I love that. Now, where can the writers or readers, where can they connect with you and kind of like support your work?
Well, mostly I've been seeing most of my support come from TikTok. I'm on all platforms. I'm on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. I dislike Instagram the most. So if you talk to me, you can email me, my website. You can submit a submission form and talk. We can have a whole conversation. DMs work great because I just like to talk to y'all about the book. I love to hear your feedback. It just makes my day. So all platforms, including my website, I will respond.
Well, that is pretty much the end of this one. I want to give a big thanks to Nicole. She definitely, got a chance to share with us her story. We got a little bit of behind the scenes of All Barks No Bite. So if you want to check out her book, go support this author, go read about her, go show her some support because this is going to be a new voice that's inside of our literary world, okay? So we are proud of you, Miss Michelle. We thank you so much for sharing this. If y'all enjoyed this interview and you want to follow us on our socials, it's a Southern Thang. You can find us on Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat. Any other things that you wanted to say before we leave?
Listen, be patient with me because y'all keep selling me out. I love hearing from you. After you read the book, come talk to me about it, girl. Email me in the middle of the night, 3 a.m. DM me. I want to read it. I want to talk to you about it. I want to know what character stood out to you the most. So I enjoyed myself. Make sure you guys follow her, follow me, so we can become friends.
Thank y'all for rocking with us, and I can't wait to see y'all on the next author interview. Bye, guys.